singer, songwriter, and an inspiration to us for decades, has just released a new album called Princess of Power. Don't forget, she's also Greek. Princess of Power is the 6th studio album from the Welsh and Greek singer-songwriter and touches on a variety of themes, including self-improvement, mental health, and personal relationships. There's Francis. I've personally been a fan of Marina since her Family Jewels album, even though I did listen to her demos that were posted on MySpace. I didn't ever have a MySpace. That was before my time, but I watched them on YouTube. I've also attended 3 of her performances, which included the Neon Go 10th anniversary in New York. I believe that was in 2018. The Love and Fear tour in 2019, as well as the Ancient Dreams and Modern tour in 2021. Or was that 2022? With the tour dates for Princess of Power being announced on June 9th, I, like many of our other fans, rushed to the internet to sign up for ticket announcements. Come to find out, something new is happening this era, and that is the Princess of Power pageant. On with the show. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hala. I'm a fashion designer and an artist, and I am a huge fan of Marina. Throughout my life, I've taken inspiration from several art forms, including photography, painting, and music. With the full release of Marina's new album, Princess of Power, I've been savoring the moment to sit down and listen to it fully. So far, I've had the opportunity to listen to the singles she's released leading up to the album drop, including Cupid's Girl about 20 times, Butterfly and Contissimo 2 or 3 times, and I've yet to listen to I Love You because I'm savoring that. But with the announcement of the Princess of Power pageant, otherwise known as the P.O.P pageant, I want to take this opportunity to use what's inspired me throughout my years of designing to create the perfect garment for this pageant. While the tour dates for my city aren't until September 15th, the sooner I start designing, the better the garment will be. Marina is a woman who loves to go all out, whether that's through her music, through her outfits and performances, or how she takes every opportunity to speak on serious and political issues. With that being said, it's time for us to listen to the full Princess of Power album and see what design inspiration can come out of it. While I'm listening for the first time, I'm going to give you my genuine reaction to the full album while I simultaneously sketch on my iPad on Procreate to see what designs I can come up with for this pageant. Headphones on. Let's start with the first track in the album, Princess of Power. Okay, I'm gonna click play. Like flowy. Princess of Power. Ah. Okay, hold on a second. That made me happy. Here is the first quick sketch from the song Princess of Power. Let's move on to the next one, which is Butterfly. And I have listened to this one, but might as well listen again. I don't really remember how the song goes, so it'll be like I'm listening to it for the first time, and then I can get some design inspiration, which I have a feeling I'm probably going to be doing a lot of butterfly-ish. I'm already thinking of like maybe a butterfly corset or something, but let's see. Let's listen to it first. Let's listen to it first. I'm already transcending. Yeah, definitely butterfly corset. Wow. Beautiful. And here's that quick sketch. I'll show the complete array per song at the end of the whole album, but so far not a big fan of this one. I know we've only done 2, but you know, it's just whatever ideas come to mind. It's kind of like doing thumbnails. If you're a designer, you know, you gotta see what ideas come to mind, but so far I'm not satisfied. I'm satisfied with the album, of course, but so far I'm not satisfied with my sketches, so let's keep going. Next up is Contissimo. Of course, my outfit today was inspired by Contissimo, so let's listen. I have listened to this like 3 times. It's like Ocean Breeze, Winged Victory of Samothrace. Okay, focus. Conitissimo. Conitissimo. I don't wanna. Like, structure and softness, right? Okay, we all know I love Cantissimo. And I didn't quite finish the whole sketch, but I was too busy jamming out. But this is kind of, let me just quickly, give you a little jizz. This is kind of how it goes. Again, these are just quick mock-ups, so at the end I'll show you the whole array of designs. But let's move on to the next one, which is roller coaster. It sounds like what is that song? 3 times I've been around that track. Holla Back Girl, that part. Sounds like it. Okay, I'm not really getting anything from this. Honestly, I'm getting like sleepwear. Like a gaudy robe. I didn't do any sketching on that one. But I was kind of giving like a robe, like a robe and pants, like just based off of the lyrics. Should I rank the songs too? No, I'm doing too much. That one was interesting. Let's come back to that sketch. Let's move on to the one and only Cupid's Girl, which I have listened to 1,001 times. So be prepared. And I definitely already have an idea for the sketch. This one's my favorite. I've got my bow and arrow. I've got you in my sight. Trying to resist. So you don't have to fear it. There it goes. Okay, I didn't get that far either because I was too busy jamming. But Cupid's Girl is literally so good. It reminds me of, I wouldn't necessarily say it reminds me of like past Marina albums, but it reminds me of Marina, if that makes sense. Like, that is so her. Obviously all her songs are her because she's the one singing them, but you can tell she had a lot of fun with that one. Okay, the next song is Metallic Stallion, and I have not listened to this one at all, so let's see what can come out of it. Some of these songs I won't sketch on because maybe I just can't really think of anything, but it's more so what can I sketch, and then at the end it'll be a combination of all the sketches to get my pop pageant garment. Let's continue on with the thumbnails and then listen to Metallic Stallion. Slow song. I don't hate slow songs, but they're not my favorite, but okay, let's listen. I like the in the background. Very interesting, very soft, very gentle. I didn't finish, but I think this is one of my favorite sketches. Oh, look, my nail. Now we're on to the next song. Je ne sais quoi. That's French for I don't know. Beautiful. Whoa. Is she saying you're hotter than God? Astaghfirullah. Don't break her heart. That was gorgeous. I think that might have gotten bumped up almost over Cupid's Girl. But I won't do that to it. I won't do that to Cupid's Girl. I'll put it right below Cupid's Girl. That was great. I loved how it started off like soft and then bam, the beat dropped. This is a sketch that I got out of that. The next song is called Digital Fantasy. I'm predicting this is gonna sound like 90s electro, Pink Pantheress type beat. But let's see and let's sketch the next thumbnail. I feel a lot more confident about the Princess of Power pageant now. I think that with the sketches I have so far, if we just combine them, we'll figure something out. Ooh. Whoa. It's giving MySpace with the auto-tune. I love it. I can't think of anything to sketch. Oh my god, I'm not sketching anything, I don't know. That was brilliant. I didn't even sketch. That was great. I think that gets bumped up ahead of, what did I say? I don't even remember what I said. Cupid's Girl. I don't know the titles of the songs yet. Shoot. Cupid's Girl, the other one I said. I think Digital Fantasy goes before the other one that I said that I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe I think Digital Fantasy might go above Cupid's Girl. That was good. I loved that background of like her voice getting distorted, but I couldn't think of anything to sketch, so let's move on. Now we're gonna listen to Everybody Knows I'm Sad, which I hope I don't cry on this one. There's always a Marina song that I cry so hard on. So I'm anticipating is this one. I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can sketch something out of this one. Let's see if this one inspires me to sketch. Me. Me neither. Wow, that was great. Yeah, I definitely relate to that song. That was great. Wow. It's just interesting because we all know on social media you can't really tell who or what anyone's going through, and then like us as Marina fans have been following her since what, like 2008, 2009, 2010, and you kind of see the shifts in her perception of her own reality within each album, right? So if you start with The Family Jewels, I am just, I don't know. You know what? I won't even continue. You all understand what I'm trying to say, right? Like every era, we all have our own eras in our own lives, right? And so as you get older, you kind of think back of like, oh, that in that era I was this way, or in that era I was that way. And like I have different eras to describe, or I have different adjectives that describe the era I was in when I was feeling a very specific way, right? And you get that throughout Marina's albums as well. Like they kind of tell a story, and from an outsider's perspective, if you were looking at the albums and kind of understanding from song to song like her growth through it, you'd be like, oh yeah, she went from like an angsty early 20s girl to, you know, someone who's strong and powerful, but like that is inevitable like as you age. But then there's still moments within the strength you gain from childhood to now that still kind of remind you of those moments in your childhood, and like, dang, am I ever not going to be sad, or am I ever not going to feel this specific way after all this growth that I've done? But it just kind of reminds you like that's what being a human is. You know, sometimes I believe that sometimes certain emotions are kind of just set for a person. I could go more deep into it, but for me personally, there's a feeling that I constantly get that I'm like, damn, am I ever not gonna feel this way? So Everybody Knows I'm Sad, like that really spoke to me. Move on. I did make a sketch. Not the best, but the song was beautiful, so I was more focused on that. But let's move on to the next song, which is Hello Kitty. And I love Hello Kitty, so I already know this is going to be good. The worst case scenario is that it'll be the Avril Lavigne Hello Kitty song. What? Because she has a lot of cats. I can't get over that. XD. That was cute. That was a little silly, goofy thing. I always forget Marina has a bunch of cats. And I also have a bunch of cats. Well, I have two. I think she also has two. I'm saying this like I know. I'm saying this like I know this woman. From what I have seen on the internet. Oh, the sketch. The sketch. Here it is. This one I actually really like. It's like a flower-esque. And actually, now that I think about it, I think that now I'm getting more so like a lot the fabrications, I guess I should say. These goddamn nails. The fabrications I'm getting from Princess of Power as a whole, especially from, I watched the Cupid's Girl visualizer, the Cunti, I actually haven't watched the Cuntissimo music video, and then the Butterfly visualizer, or was it a visualizer? I don't know, but I for sure watched the Cupid's Girl visualizer. From what I'm getting off of like the album and then her merch and then kind of like the themes she's been posting on Instagram, it's obviously inspired by kind of like a Greek Italian, like European / Middle Eastern princess, right? And I love that already, right? So I would personally think that I kind of already dress in that way, so it's kind of more so like taking that idea and amplifying it, right, to make it like not necessarily a costume, but like something that's like pageant worthy, right? So something absolutely gorgeous and that has all these details. So I'm getting tulle, I'm getting organza, I'm getting kind of like a satiny, but like matte satin, not shiny satin, you know, like overlaid fabric, embroidery, appliques. I'm getting that, and like I wouldn't necessarily say jewels, but pearls. So I'm kind of now shifting towards that theme, but also, you know, keeping my own playful aesthetic with it, which is, you know, I think this album is pretty playful. I mean, we just listened to a song called Hello Kitty. So I think that with all that combined together, it'll eventually make something. But, you know, we're still in the process. We're listening to the album for the first time and just doing a few thumbnail sketches. So hopefully at the end of this, we will be able to make the perfect Princess of Power pageant garment. So the next song is I Love You, which I talked about before. I didn't listen to it. This was released a little bit before the full album, so let's listen to I Love You. Okay. It feels so vintage. This is definitely an Italian summer. That was gorgeous. I love you, and I know that you want me to. This is a sketch that I made. It's like a bow and then layered skirt. Leaning more towards skirts for sure. Thinking of like an Italian summer. And I can already see kind of like the colors as well. I'm not necessarily leaning more towards like the album cover of Princess of Power. I'm kind of leaning more, I do like that blue and that pink, but I'm also leaning more towards like orange and green and brown as well. But like this color brown. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so the next song is Adult Girl. I have not listened to this one either. I don't think I've heard any snippets of it either. So let's listen to Adult Girl and then create our next thumbnail. Oh, it's like Teen Idol. I'm getting like floating away vibes, like I'm on a cloud and I'm just realizing things. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I just did a top for this one, but it's like a flower corset. I'm definitely leaning towards corsets for sure, a corset and a skirt, but I'm kind of stuck on the actual top because I'm not just gonna wear a corset. I'm not just gonna wear a corset. I need something, you know, to be a little more covered up. So I gotta look back at the other sketches and maybe there's something in there, but I do like that, like a flower corset, just covered in flowers, and then maybe do like some butterflies here and there. I'm not actually a butterfly fan, but I like butterflies. I'm not a butterfly, the symbol butterfly, like if you're doing a butterfly symbol. I don't really like putting that on garments, but I don't know, maybe a beaded one or something, but whatever. Just thinking out loud. The final song in this album called, drumroll please, Final Boss. So let's listen to this last song. Strong. I love how she says again. Again. Wow. Oh, okay, Marina. She's been playing video games. Oh my god. That was that was so fun. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't really sketch that much, just some like swirly pans, but again, I'm leaning more towards skirts, but holy crap, that was the end of the album. That album is amazing. Holy moly. I think that's probably up there on the 6 albums for me. Again, I only listened to the full thing once, but just from that first full run, holy moly. That album is a jam. Princess of Power, I See You. So, this outfit has to be so fun, so elegant, so Italian, Greek, Middle Eastern summer. And I have a few sketches here. So let's move on to creating the final sketch for this album and the Princess of Power pageant. I kind of have a general idea based off of the sketches I was doing per song where I want to go, and just kind of intertwining each song together to create one look and one concept for this pageant is the direction that I'm going to take it. So I'm just going to look back at everything I sketched so far, from the feelings I was getting from the song. I'll do like a mock-up, and then we'll create the final sketch together, and then we can do our garment eventually. So let's move on to that. I'm starting off with looking at the thumbnails that I was doing as I was listening to each song within the album. I'm kind of going through and marking off which ones I just do not like and which ones I kind of want to go further with and develop. So I like that skirt, and then looking at this, I like that top. Maybe pants, but I said, I'm leaning more towards pants. That was supposed to be a robe. That was kind of one that I just didn't really finish sketching. I'm not feeling the heart. Don't want to do that. Maybe those pants again. Probably not going to do pants. Just kind of looking at the ruffles and thinking of like the flower ideas that I was talking about as I was listening to them. Again, layered skirts. I want it to be layered, flowy. Maybe have some flowers on it. I don't want to go too all out with flowers because flowers can be a bit too much sometimes, especially if you're doing artificial flowers. If I had a bunch of real flowers, I wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to put real flowers on. I mean, you could put real flowers on a garment, but anyway, I'm rambling. Just looking at what's working, what's not working. So now I'm changing the green, writing some notes of kind of where I want to go. Layers. Thinking. I have no idea what I'm writing. Yeah, no idea what that says. Oh, flower appliques and butterflies. Definitely doing definitely doing a corset. No bows. I thought about it. I don't really want bows. I just want like a lot of ruffles, like so many ruffles you couldn't even fit through the door. That's definitely what I'm getting out of this album. I'm doing like kind of the final development sketch after doing all those thumbnails, or like going through all those thumbnails that were made as I was listening to each song. So now I'm going to make 3 final garments, or sketch 3 final garments, to hopefully have you all vote on those. Again, just trying to see where I can fit ruffles in all at once. I'm kind of still stuck in the mind of like ready to wear. So for this, I'm just trying to reimagine a more costumey. Again, I'm not really going for a costume. I am going for something that's wearable, but wearable in a sense that you would wear it at like a ball like it's like at a ballroom, or again a pageant, right? The pop pageant. You're going to get the pop pageant. Um, it's also a little harder when you do not have the materials. I'm the type of person that sketches and then finds materials. I don't know why I do that. I guess because I'm always changing things. So there's no point in buying the fabric because I'm probably not going to want to use the fabric later. But yeah, just going through, doing some sketches, neatening it up a little bit so I can have the full look actually there in a comprehensive view. So on top of the ruffles, it would also be layered. So ruffles and layered ruffles. So I kind of want it to be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of had a vision right now. What if I was like a walking pom-pom? I know that has nothing to do with Princess of Power, but pom-pom, power, pop pageant, it all connects. Yeah, just tiny little details I'm adding to the sketch. I did make 3. This is just one of them. So at the end, I will show you the full 3 sketches, and then we can all vote on them. The sketches are now complete. I have created 3 different looks for the pop pageant. And I actually created 3 because I want you all to vote on which look I should create for the pop pageant. Now, albeit this is a new channel and I don't know if people are going to even watch this in time for the pop pageant. So I'm going to also post it on social media and have people vote on there too. And with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all enjoyed the new Princess of Power album as much as I did. I am happy that I waited as long as I did to listen to the whole thing, because I feel like when I listen to an album, so like a Marina album, which is basically the only thing I listen to, I need to be in the right headspace in order to fully listen to it, and I think I was in the right headspace today, so this was the perfect day to do that. Oh, and before I forget, here are my rankings for the songs. And here are my rankings, my new rankings for the Marina albums. This was so much fun. I have time and time again have gotten inspiration from my favorite songs or my favorite artists, or different art in museums. So it was nice to kind of like put pen to paper or put Apple Pencil to iPad and create some looks inspired by an album that I heard for the first time. It was actually very difficult to think of designs. I was stuck a lot because I honestly just wanted to listen to the songs. But I will be having Princess of Power on repeat in time for the tour, which I'm super excited for. If you're going on one of the tour dates, let me know. Maybe we'll coincidentally be in the same city. But until then, don't forget to vote for your favorite look. And I will see you at the Princess of Power pageant. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and vote in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye.